As you can probably hear my dog panting.
I, I want to see the dog, not just hear the
Oh,
dog.
I might be able to do that real quick.
You got to make my day better here.
Now let's see.
I can hear him.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, baby. Oh, hello, your old dog.
Oh, yeah. She's 12 and a half. Yellow lab.
Oh,
Sweetheart.
every time I do Zooms, my dog puts his head on my leg and just sits there. Like, the best part about doing stuff from home.
Yeah. Before this, I thought, well, I'll calm her down and take her out and throw the ball to her a couple times. And now she's in here panting. I'm thinking, oh, great.
No, I couldn't hear it until I looked down. So
Good.
you're fine. Well, I'm glad to hear that you've gotten so many applications. That makes me really happy that people are reaching out and wanting to do things this summer.
Yeah, I think everyone's so tired of being cooped up, and and it's nice because the camps are really taking so many precautions,
Yeah.
And that's so good, because as a parent, I would think that your number one concern, of course, is COVID, so um yeah, so they're addressing it.
Well, good. Well, I think we're getting ready to start here real soon.
Great.
I'm going to go ahead and mute.
Good morning. Welcome to the February Special School Districts Lunch and Learn series. We are excited about the opportunity to learn together with Sue Fleming from the Recreation Council of Greater St. Louis. Susan Fleming will share information about the Recreation Council and the fun and leisure learning options provided through their agency. However, before we get started, we have a little housekeeping. We welcome your questions during the session. However, we ask that you put all your questions and comments in our comments section in our YouTube channel. And at the end of the session, we will be so happy to listen and hear all your questions, and Sue will be more than happy to provide responses. We would like to be mindful that this is a public forum. It's a community forum, and we do not want to share any identifiable details or confidential information about any of our children or our families during this forum. If you have to leave before the end of this presentation, please know that all recordings to any of our presentations are located on the Special School District's website and on our YouTube channel. They're under our heading Family and Community Outreach. Following this presentation, we will introduce you to some of our special school district staff who also can help you to support you if you have any questions or needs. Without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Susan Fleming from the Recreation Council with some fun and leisure learning options for you and your family. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you, Michelle. And welcome, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful lunch as we present. I'm Sue Fleming with the Recreation Council, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Recreation Council, and I'm going to go ahead and share with you a little slideshow, and hopes that everyone can see that. Can everyone see that? Michelle, are you able to see that? Oh. Here we go. Okay, I think you can see that now. So the Recreation Council, just for those who do not know about us, we were incorporated in 1983, basically just to provide information about all the different leisure and recreation programs that are out there. Those would include specialized programs that are only for individuals with disabilities, and then what we consider community-based recreation programs, which are offered to everyone. So we promote and support those leisure and recreation opportunities for individuals, primarily with individuals with developmental disabilities. Okay. So we are funded, and I do need to say this and also wish to say this because the funders that are our partners in our services, we serve 3 different counties. We serve St. Louis City, St. Louis County, and St. Charles County. So if you know anybody in those other 2 counties that could benefit from our services, please do share that information with them. But in St. Louis City is the St. Louis Office for DD Resources, the Productive Living Board in St. Louis County, and the DDRB in St. Charles County. So again, we're information referral. We're that one place that you can actually go to find out about all the different leisure and recreation opportunities that are available. We have a variety of different publications that highlight those recreation opportunities and activities. We have quarterly newsletters in each one of the counties that we serve. We have a guide to leisure services, which is a comprehensive guide that tells you more about the program, a website, phone number, and address, but it doesn't give you dates and who the contact person is because that changes every day. And we just want you to know a little bit about the program. Our newsletters, however, do give you those dates The newsletters are seasonal. So for example, we are working right now on our spring newsletter in hopes that we will get some warmth here shortly, so we can get outside and do things. And then we also have voucher programs that allow individuals and their families to choose recreation programs that actually best fit your son and daughter's support needs and interests. And of course, we do a lot of community presentations. So why are leisure and recreation opportunities important to people with developmental disabilities? Certainly the health, social, and physical benefits are apparent. You know, a lot of people meet new friends, or they can share these opportunities with existing friends. They learn new skills. You know, certainly the skills that they may learn in recreation programs would be different than what they may learn in school, or it may actually complement one another. But also that they would feel part of their community. We do a lot of community-based work with some of the recreation providers in the community, such as the park and recreation departments. We actually even have a partnership with them where they hired an inclusion coordinator to make sure that individuals with disabilities are included in their existing programs. So, you know, we want people to feel part of their communities. So this was one way in which we did that. Our funding partners that I mentioned before also see that as a great asset to people with developmental disabilities. And they've actually provided funding to provide inclusion services in some of their programs. That would include the YMCA, the Jewish Community Center, again, the park and recreation departments, etc. Those individuals are there to make sure that individuals are supported, that they provide the support they may need in those recreation programs and so on. But also important is being with their peers and sharing those common interests. And what a great way to develop those friendships is actually to be with individuals who share common interest. When I look back on my leisure life and, you know, things that I got involved in, it was because the things that I enjoyed, and we had that commonality, and we were able to really, you know, enjoy those activities together and further develop those friendships. So how can we, the Recreation Council, assist families? So these are the voucher programs that I just quickly mentioned. And we encourage you at this point to really start thinking about summer, especially. Although we provide our services year round, the one big one is our overnight camp and mini camp voucher programs. These voucher programs are for all ages. The individual must have a developmental disability, and that is defined by our funding partners or through the Department of Mental Health, St. Louis Regional Center. We must have eligibility for all of our voucher programs in which people participate in. Our voucher programs are not based on funding or your financial situation. We just want to see that people are out in their communities or out with their friends and enjoying recreation programs. So again, the overnight camp and mini camp voucher program. If you were a participant of this program last year or the previous years, we win up to $550 per fiscal year. We run on a fiscal year of October 1 through September 30th. We provided up to $550 toward a camp, an overnight camp. You can choose camps anywhere. You know, it doesn't have to just be Missouri or locally. You can certainly choose camps that are outside of Missouri. We've had people go to Maine. So, the sky's the limit, be creative. The American Camp Association, ACA, has a wonderful guide to a lot of those different recreation programs, and they do tell a lot about programs that are accessible to people with disabilities. So it's a great guide. We also, again, have a summer opportunities guide, and that is listed on our website that I'll get to here in just a few minutes. But we had a limit of 550. What we found this year, a lot of camps are actually have increased their camp fees tremendously because of all the COVID. Some of them have not been able to do fundraising to meet some of the expenses that they incur. So basically, we went up to $700 per fiscal year. Now, individuals that have higher support needs, and there are a couple camps that have a different rate for individuals needing one-to-one support. In that case, we used to provide it $825 toward a camp. This year, we're going up to $900. Again, to assist families or individuals, meet the cost of camps. Your copay, which means the portion that you're responsible for, is actually the camp deposit. So the camp deposit does not come to us, it goes directly to the camp. We have some really good working relationships with the camps in the fact that, they're aware of our voucher programs and they accept our voucher programs. For those who are not like those out-of-state camps, what we would do is we would reimburse the family for that cost after the camper goes to camp. But all that information is available to you, again, on our website, or we can send you that information, however is best, for you. So again, we know the benefits of an overnight camp. We hope that if you've not tried an overnight camp for your son or daughter, that you look into it. And I will tell you a little bit more about accessing those programs and how maybe you'll feel more comfortable in sending your son or daughter to a camp, and maybe even questions to ask. The next voucher program is CARE, C-A-R-E. It stands for Community Access Recreation Engagement. These vouchers are available for all ages, individuals with developmental disabilities, and this allows you to choose any recreation program that is a sign-up type of program. So it's not like to go to Six Flags or to the Cardinal baseball game. It has to be a program that you actually would need to register. But we go up to $350 for that voucher program. So if you chose, a program that's $50, you pay a 10% copay on that. We pay $40 or $45. So you can use, again, up to that $350 per fiscal year. And people have been engaging in a variety of different recreation programs. We have people using it for day camps. We've had people use it for circus camps. People have used it for YMCA programs and their park and recreation programs. I'm trying to think of some other, we have people use it for martial arts programs that are out there in the community. So you can be very creative again with this program, again, looking at what are the support needs of your son or daughter and also their interests. And again, that is a year-round program. The extended day voucher program, this is for individuals or families that actually have a need for their son or daughter to participate or to actually receive. I apologize, I'm trying to turn down my phone so you're not hearing all those beeps. For individuals or families that have after school needs for their son or daughters between the ages of 13 to 21. As you may be aware, after school programs, the typical ones actually end at age 12. We also realize that there is a need for some children or teens, young adults to actually have that there's a need for somebody to be with their son or daughters, while they are working. until they get home from work. So we have some monies that are available up to 522 hours, and that's based on special school districts schedule. And this is during the year only, school year. Again, it's for ages 13 to 21. You choose the provider, you hire, screen, train that person, so whoever you feel comfortable, as long as it's not somebody who is living in the home. So, apologize. So you can hire somebody to come into the home or take your son or daughter in the community during those after school hours, usually between the hours of 3 to 6, but we're flexible with that. The next one is our Recreation Supports Voucher Program. Although the Americans with Disabilities Act certainly allowed people with developmental disabilities and other types of disabilities to access community recreation programs, one of the mandates that was not addressed in the Americans with Disabilities Act was personal care assistance. So individuals that, for example, used a day camp, if they needed assistance with changing in and out of swimsuits, again, thinking about day camp, using the restrooms, helping with feeding at lunchtime, those type of personal care needs were not addressed in the Americans with Disabilities Act. So we thought, gosh, it's a shame that, that there's not something out there to, make sure that they have opportunities as well. And, I kind of felt like that they were being penalized because, that they had these support needs. So we put together a voucher. You can hire somebody to attend a recreation program in the community, not a specialized program, or a program that provides that type of support, but you can hire somebody to actually attend with your son or daughter to meet those personal care assistant needs. We, again, rely on you, the family members, especially because personal care is such a delicate issue. We want you to choose that person. Again, it cannot be somebody that resides in your home. And we really hope that you would be hiring somebody over the age of 16. So we can provide up to 80 hours of service. And, we kind of base that on maybe attending 2 weeks of summer, day camp, So anyway, more information on that. Again, that's for all ages. And then also the Recreation Council does have camp scholarships available for people that do not meet the definition of developmental disability. So we've had people that contact us and say, my son or daughter has a visual impairment, or my son or daughter has attention deficit disorders. Those may not meet the developmental disabilities criteria. So for those individuals, we do have a $100 scholarship that the individuals can use toward a recreation program anytime during the year. So all of our applications, with the exception of the scholarship program, are available on our website, real easy, recreationcouncil.org. You will find those applications. There's a tab on the very top of that page, on the first website page, and that will take you to our applications. And you scroll down, you can type in your information on the application itself, print it out, and you can mail it, or you can save it and email it to us as well. For all the applications in St. Louis County, and I think I have that information, Peggy Welker is our voucher coordinator. And Peggy, if it's a CARE voucher program, which is actually, I take care of the CARE applications. However, Peggy will forward that information to me. But her email is real easy. It's peggy@recreationcouncil.org. You can send them that way also, but if you need our address, it is actually located at the bottom of the application if you want to mail it to us. We are accepting the camp voucher programs applications now. So start looking for programs. I will say that, Many of the camp programs are filling up very quickly. With COVID, they're taking a lot of precautions, and some of the precautions may be that they're limiting the number of slots that would be available to allow for social distancing. But a lot of them have been really good about putting COVID protocols, into their camp regulations. But check that out when you contact them, ask them, a lot of questions. In our summer opportunities guide, there are questions that you can ask the camp director, specific to your son or daughters. We just kind of give you some, hints on some of the questions you might ask, but write down some of the questions, specific to your son or daughters, and make sure you share that or ask questions with the camp program. A lot of families also may even go down to the camp, just to learn more about the camp, or take your son or daughter, to the camp just to get them familiar with the camp setting, to help alleviate some of the concerns and fears that they may have. We also have some publications about campers attending camp for the first time. You would just give our office a call and we could put those in the mail to you. So as you can see, there are no limitations on recreation. I've had people contact me before and say, I want to go skydiving. And we've actually, assisted people, in linking up with a company that does that. And it was a very exciting opportunity. Parents were a little concerned about it, but they didn't learn about it until after the event. But it's really exciting that there's so many different opportunities in the St. Louis area. We can help you explore those opportunities. So here's our contact information with the Recreation Council, our phone number, and then you call this phone number and you can actually reach all of our staff. If you have questions about recreation programs, you call that 726-6044 number. I'm at extension 101. With COVID, our staff is out. We're able to work from home. I'm in the office, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but also I can access anytime your phone calls through my emails, and I will certainly give you a call back. Again, everything is on our recreationcouncil.org website that you can find out about the publications. With our summer opportunities guide, which is actually on the website now, we actually update that every Friday. So as we get new information in, we will include that, so check back, every Friday. But I will tell you that everything doesn't make it to our summer guide, so if there's anything that you're interested in or you don't find in our summer guide or our newsletter, our guide to leisure services, please do give us a call. That's why we're here. We're that one place that you can call. So we make it a point to make sure that we're up to date on information as it comes in. So we'd love to hear from you. Please give us a call if we can help you at all. We want your son and daughters to have wonderful experiences in the community and have a wonderful summer. Hopefully that'll be here sooner than later. So, and I'm open to any questions if anyone has any questions.
Are there any questions in our comment?
There are no questions right now.
Okay. We don't have any questions, Sue, but I want to thank you so very much for providing us with all of that information and the resources, the opportunity access that is available to families this summer. I mean, it's a lot of voucher scholarship opportunities, and despite COVID, I see that you're opening the door for families just to have a wonderful time in with their leisure this summer. So
Yes.
at this time, I want to introduce Emily Labu from our Parent Education and Diversity Awareness Department. Emily, would you like to share how your department can support families?
Yeah, hi, everyone. Like Michelle said, my name is Emily Lebu, and I am from the Parent Education and Diversity Awareness Department at Special School District. And we are able to help parents navigate the special education system, whether it be community resources within special school district itself, and just kind of help you through this complex system. So give us a call if you have any questions or ever need anything. We can either help you ourselves or navigate you to the proper channels.
Thank you, Emily. I am Michelle Franklin from the Family and Community Outreach Department. I can be reached at familyengagement@ssdmo.org or directly at 314-989-8034. I just want to shout out, I'm excited about the opening of the Family Resource Hub located inside of North Tech High School. Please visit the SSD website to learn more about our satellite food hub, which I'm excited about, our technology access. And we just welcome the opportunity to learn with you and learn from you. We want to again thank Susan Fleming for all of her information that she shared. Please visit their website. She is anxious to work with you all. And if there's anything that she did not mention during this opportunity, I'm sure she can create it for you. We want to thank you again for attending our Lunch and Learn series. We hope you found this information to be very valuable, and we hope to see you next month in March. Have a wonderful afternoon.